Paula and the Real Women of Philadelphia. It's Michelle Hippis again from Little Chute, Wisconsin. Well, we are now going to be on our second rhubarb dessert. I got lots of rhubarb from that guy down the street. It was $2 for 2 pounds, so I bought me 6 pounds of rhubarb, cut it all up last night. We are going to be using our Philadelphia cream cheese to make bread pudding with rhubarb and cherries, because you know how we like our maraschino cherries. So it's going to be rhubarb cherry bread pudding with our Philadelphia cream cheese, which is going to make it. Okay, here we go. We're going to start. The Philadelphia cream cheese is at room temperature, because that just makes it easier to beat. We're going to be beating this. I'm going to try and talk over the beater, if I can. Okay, we're going to play a little game while I'm opening the package. Let's see if you can get the answer to this. Michelle's mantra. What is cheap, fast, easy, and delicious? This also, cheap, fast, easy, and delicious. Okay, we're doing the bread pudding. I bought 2 loaves of bread. I already cut it up for time's sake. I bought the bread I bought an English muffin, a loaf of English muffin bread, and I bought cinnamon raisin bread. But I cut those up. It comes out to about 10 or 11 cups of cubed bread. So I put that in there, and this is the only container I have that's big enough for that, so that's why it's in there. Okay, so now we are going to cream our cream cheese that's at room temperature and 1 cup of sugar. Also, what I'm going to put in there, just like I did with our Rhubarb Delight, I'm going to put in a package of cherry Jello, because we love cherries. So, and then we're going to cream all this together. So 1 cup of sugar, 1 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese, and 1 package of Jello. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That mixer come over on the Mayflower with Pilgrims? No, but it probably did come over on the Love Boat with Captain Stubing. My mom's old one. Okay, here we go, creaming. And we're going to get this nice and smooth. Looking good, looking good. Just like our last dessert. Okay, so we got this cream. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in 3 large eggs. Okay, here we go. Adding in 3 large eggs. Now this technique I learned for cracking eggs, I learned when I was 15 years old and I worked in a restaurant. I was a waitress, and on Sundays we did brunch, and I'd help out in the kitchen. I call this technique fast as hell and never a shell. You just smash them together. Only one ever cracks amazingly. Can't explain it, it just is. And you never ever get a shell. So I highly recommend it. Okay, then we're going to beat this together again. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the cherry juice from our cherries. Okay. Stir and stir. Now this has got to be beat kind of high, but okay. We're going to beat this till it's really, really smooth. And really well blended. Get in there. Even that's good. Okay. So, we're almost done with this. It's now almost blended. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put just very slowly, we're going to add 2.5 cups of milk. Okay, I'm just going to shut this off, add the milk, slowly beat, and then I'll go slowly again and beat. Okay, so. Now, Paula, you told me to do 2 things. You told me to come out of my comfort zone, and you told me to pack my bags. Bags are packed. I'm ready to roll. Come get me, please. And the other thing is, I've never made this recipe, so you're going to find out with me if it's any good. I'm assuming it is, because I came up with this last night. I'm sitting around thinking, well, because I bought all that rhubarb, I'm like, okay, we're going to be getting a bunch of rhubarb. What am I going to do with it? And I'm like, make a video, for God's sake. So then I looked around and I found recipes. I tweaked them to include the Philly, because Philly makes everything fabulous. Spreading the love. And here we are. Okay, so here we go. Now what we're going to do, because the reason the bread's in here is because that's the only thing I got big enough to hold it. So I'm going to use the spatula, get around the corners. Oh, crap. Maybe a little bit. Oh, no, that's good. Okay. So now I'm going to pour this over the top. You can even smell this. Cinnamon raisin bread. It smells great. Okay. Pouring this over the top. And then I'm going to... Okay, let's get this out of here. Okay, then I'm going to take the spatula and I'm going to I'm going to stir it around so that the bread soaks up the liquid evenly. Okay, 1 package of Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 cup of sugar, creamed together, then 3 eggs, 2.5 cups of milk. Okay, so I'm going to let this soak up a little bit. I've already got the oven preheating, and I have my pan. I have a 9x13 pan. I've got that already greased, and I use real butter to grease my pan with. Okay. So I'm going to let this sit for just a couple. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. If you ladies could only smell this. It hasn't even started cooking yet. You could use white bread with this. I don't think I'd use a wheat though. I think I would go with some kind of white. You know, like, okay, I use cinnamon raisin, but that's like a real moist bread. So, okay, so this is soaking up. While this is soaking up, I'm going to add 2 cups, and I already have this pre-measured, 2 cups of our rhubarb. Washed and cut rhubarb for a good half hour, I think. Okay, and then, because we love cherries, I already have these drained. We're adding 1 jar of cherries. And I'm just leaving them whole. Ooh, look at this cherry. Good cherry. Okay. So our bread's almost got the moisture all soaked up here. We're getting there. Here we go. We're going to pour this in our pan. And then we're going to bake it at 350 for 30 minutes. Okay, come on. It's pretty heavy. But this thing is awkward. Container I put the bread in. Awkward. Okay, let me get this out of here. And I'll spread it around nice and evenly. Okay. Here we go. It's so good. Okay, we're going to cook this right now for 30 minutes on 350 until, you know, it kind of springs back kind of thing. So, and then, of course, through the magic of Michelle-O-Vision, the next time you see me, this will be done. All right, ladies, see you in a bit. Okay, ladies, through the magic of Michelle-O-Vision, our rhubarb cherry bread pudding is done. Now you can see how wonderful this is. Half hour. Okay, come on. Cherry. Looking great. Everything's looking wonderful. A little bit of whipped cream. And we're going to try it. I've never made this place, so I'll tell you right now if I don't like it. Oh my god. I love it. Really, really, really good. Okay, so now you girls can do this pudding. Rhubarb cherry bread pudding. And I made it with cinnamon raisin bread and English muffin bread. Both of those are wonderful. But you could just make it with white bread too if you wanted. I don't know more. My cousin Vicky just came over. She loved the rhubarb cherry delight. I just had my son try that. He loved the rhubarb cherry delight, and they're all going, making me feel really, really good. So, okay, ladies. Oh, hold on. Paula, I wasn't kidding. My luggage is packed. My legs need some Savannah sun. I've been told I'm white as chalk. I need to go to Savannah, so come get me. Paula, like I said, my luggage is packed. The one thing I forgot to tell you, though, I got my rhubarb frozen for you, honey. So I am ready to roll. We got rhubarb, and I got my luggage. Bye.